What is up, everybody? It's Reverse TV here today. So we're going to talk about these Sony fanboys once again, who are just upset that Halo Infinite is getting great review scores online. So this isn't about this specific guy. This isn't about this guy specifically. It's about all these Sony fanboys under this post because they're acting quite ridiculous about this whole Halo Infinite getting great review score thing. So it's gonna be a part two. I made a video about it earlier, how he's saying how the media has bias towards Microsoft now, and what I think the media is just completely biased in favor of Microsoft now. It is just funny how these theories, how they just come up with these crazy conspiracy theories. But let's see what he wrote. He said, "Them last couple sentences don't make sense to me. LOL." So this is I think this is from IGN. They gave it a 9, and he's talking about this highlighted part right here, which says, "Old ideas create memorable new moments. The story falls short for both new and veteran players, but it was worth the 6-year wait." So he has a problem with this part of the review, and he says it's completely discredited. It just doesn't make any sense to him. So let's read some of these comments of just Sony fanboys being completely salty about this Halo Infinite review. So let's see more. This guy posted a review that the company gave, VG247 gave it 100, so I guess like a 10 out of 10. I guess he feels that this is unjustified. Okay. So he says, "Protect the brand at all costs." Wow. The next comment says, "It doesn't quite recapture the environmental variety of memorial story of the original trilogy, but 9 out of 10 prints it." Okay. "Everything is just a 9 out of 10. What the F am I reading? Story falls short for everybody, but it's worth the wait. This is a clown show. I mean, it's suspicious to me, not even on console war BS. How are these Microsoft games that have the same problems as other games manage to get 10s, while these other games get the 7, 8, or 9? I just don't get why they don't seem to be held to a high standard." Okay. "Exactly, like it falls short for everyone, then how is worth the wait? That old, when you're starving, the crust off a piece of bread tastes as good as a steak." What? And once again, none of these guys who are complaining about these review scores have played the game whatsoever. They have not. None of these people have played this game, but they're gonna question the actual who are reviewing the game, that they're pushing some Microsoft pro Microsoft agenda here. So this is kind of crazy here. Wait. So it's worth the 6-year wait while saying that? LOL. Sounds like a 7 or 8 at best, going by the last bit. Once again, he hasn't played the game, so how would you know? 3 things is Halo is fun, rinse and repeat. The game was ordained to be the excellence of the FPS. LOL, but they are not going to talk negatively about this game. Not gonna happen. Well, that's IGN, and they're telling us to get used to it. Let's see. It's Ryan after all. LOL, that should tell you. Once again, he has the gif of somebody handing somebody some money in a brown paper bag or a brown envelope right here. Really? Wow. It didn't take too long for them to say, "Hey, Microsoft is paying these reviewers under the table." Didn't take too long to find that post here. "We can't. These journals don't even know if they finished the game. I remember Yellow Chairgate." So once again, the media is paid off by Microsoft. It's just funny how, the people can't just actually like the Halo Infinite campaign mode. That just can't be a possibility that they just really enjoyed the game. It must be that these guys have to be paying these guys. Microsoft has to be paying these guys off. That's the only solution here. That's the only logical solution here. To be frank, I don't think I ever played a Halo game and thought, "Damn, that story was great." Halo is about big guns, one-liners, and aliens. My story is more for the books and extended canon. We are here for the action. Literally doesn't add up. So somebody counting money hats. Okay, so you're saying somebody getting paid off again. When you really want to say how you feel, but remember who pays your bills. Wow. So Microsoft has IGN in their pockets now. Okay. Almost every review seems to contradict itself compared to the scores given. Boss fights needs tweaks. Same environment and previews is basically the game. Last part of the story falls short. Jittery cutscenes and gameplay. Let's see. Brother, it makes perfect sense. Wants to know how somebody needs to help him get off the mat. This is training wheels for Xbox, and I'm not a fanboy. I don't understand this. Man, can Jim Ryan get these guys some games already? Jeez, like this is just ridiculous. Like at the end of the day, a game gets a good score because the game is good. It's only Xbox. They think people are the Microsoft is paying these people off for these crazy theories. They basically said the story is trash, but F it, go buy it anyway. You already know that what they're going to do, what they can to make sure it gets a great score. You hate to see it. I think they meant the campaign isn't very good, but the multiplayer is worth the 6-year wait. Yeah, they completely contradict themselves throughout those last sentences. I saw that with a lot of reviews, actually. Paid to review this game is a 5 out of 10. This is what happens when you're absolutely starving for games. Bread and butter looks like a 4-course meal to a starving man, right? Jeez. I mean, Xbox has released a lot of different Xbox-centric games that's been highly rated, too, at that. Microsoft Studios Center games has been highly rated, but once again, the whole narrative that Xbox has no games, the Xbox games have been starving for anything, so everything is just a 5-course meal right now. Just ridiculous. It sucks, 10 out of 10. Let's see. How is it a 9 out of 10 if the story for a campaign you know that you're reviewing drops a ball and you still give it that score? You're going to see a lot of Xbox game scores not make sense. Microsoft pays well and has the US gaming industry cabin for it daily. Overrating their IPs ought to still be in 3rd place. The good news is by January, Xbox becomes irrelevant again, and there's nothing the neutral US gaming media can do. Xbox becomes irrelevant because of Horizon Forbidden West. Wow, that's insane. I see money bags everywhere. Now, the reviews was written by Ryan McCaffrey, IGN's resident Xbox fanboy. Once again, attacking reviewers. Didn't that other guy attack the IGN reviewer too, who gave the Halo Infinite multiplayer mode a good score? He called her all type of B's and stuff like that. Like, these guys are just ridiculous. They probably meant that even if the story wasn't so great, the overall game was worth the wait. When you're comparing the best trilogy in gaming, arguably to a new game, is going to fall short. Adding the story during double time to tie up the loose ends is not going to be a cream of the crop narrative. All I see is people capping for Halo because it's a 9 and an 87 on Metacritic is amazing, but when a PlayStation game gets 87, it's garbage and trash. LOL, y'all mad, huh? They are definitely mad in this thread right here. This is a whole group, a whole hive mind of Sony fanboys just talking trash about Halo. It's just insane. This is why I no longer attach any importance to journalist reviews on games like IGN and GameSpot. They get paid by Microsoft. Is there any proof of this? They keep saying this, but is there any proof of this whatsoever? So he says they get paid by Microsoft and like to give ridiculously high ratings to games that don't deserve it. But I'm pretty sure they gave Sony score a high. If they gave a Sony game, a Sony exclusive game, a high score, we wouldn't hear these same "they're getting paid off" theories. It's only when it's a Microsoft game they have to be paid off for getting Microsoft a game, a good score, right? It only the flock of console war justice heroes could actually think the way instead of clinging to the console like Lionel's to his blanket. What? Microsoft is buying reviews and fake word of mouth instead of investing their money into development, innovation, and creativity. If they were to become the top dog doing it this way, it would be the death of the gaming industry. Because it's never actually about the review. They can say whatever they want. 8% of people likely never see the sentence after seeing the 8, 9, or 10. Reviewers have been mighty generous to Microsoft after destroying Far Cry 6. I doubt the generosity will continue for Horizon Zero Dawn. Expect a ton of 8s that will drag the score down. Maybe even a few 7s. You have to remember they have an agenda. What agenda do they have? Like, what? LMAO, no it doesn't. It has got mediocre scores in the past. STFU, pony clown. It's like they gave it a 9 because they wanted to avoid the psychotic Halo community. It's called marketing and a big money, big cashola, okay? MF and clowns, LOL. I don't even watch/read IGN scores anymore. They always trash PlayStation, but once you give Call of Duty's 9s, GTFO. Wow. I might have lost a few brain cells reading some of these comments. All these conspiracy theories right here. It's just ridiculous. The The story was kind of bad, but this game plot was great. There will be more to the story, just the beginner, right? He's already kind of hinted at that. On some real us, I speak fluent PR. Let me translate for y'all. This game is lacking, but you and I have low standards for it anyways. Wow. They are doing everything they can to try to just downplay Halo Infinite praise right now. I think they're just honestly just salty because they don't get their next biggest game is gonna be like in February, while Microsoft and Halo is getting so much praise right now. They just can't stand it, so they are doing anything they can to try to downplay an Xbox exclusive success right now. Halo has been getting paid reviews all morning. What? The amount of shilling that's going on for Xbox by popular media outlets is insane. Bro, what does this S even mean? I read it 3 times and it still makes no sense. I feel dumber, lol. Yeah, that's not adding up. The math ain't mathin'. History repeating itself. This story falls short for veterans and new players, but still 9 out of 10. What the F? Yeah, someone concluded right here. It's just insane that these Sony fanboys just won't give it up. Like they literally talk about Xbox more than Xbox guys do at this point, and it's just wow. It's like, why can't they just enjoy the PlayStation right now? Because I guess it's drier than a Sahara right now. That's why I can't enjoy it. But this is just ridiculous. More just insanity from these guys and the conspiracy theories. It just won't stop it. It's like they are so pressed, so triggered that Xbox is doing really well right now and they just can't handle it. So, gonna conclude it right here. Definitely see your thoughts down below about these guys. Leave a like for this video. Always, thanks for watching and peace.